Andy Roddick was impressed by what Rafael Nadal has shown in his comeback so far, and the American thinks the Spaniard wants to peak in time for the French Open. Andy Roddick believes the Australian Open was always an obstacle en route to Rafael Nadal's ultimate goal of playing at the French Open. After a year out of action due to a hip injury, the Spaniard made his long-awaited return to tennis at the Brisbane International to start 2024. He made a promising start after securing wins against Dominic Thiem and Jason Kubler, before losing a grueling battle against Jordan Thompson in the quarter-finals. After sustaining a minor injury in the 3-hour thriller, the 37-year-old was unable to compete at Melbourne Park. In what may be the final season of his illustrious career, Roddick thinks the main target for the 22-time Grand Slam champion is to have another great run at Roland Garros, and speculated on if he will prioritize the clay court events. Rafa looked great before he tweaked that muscle in his hip. He seemed to be in full flight and the tennis was there, so the question is about his ability to get through 7 best-of-5 matches over 14 days, the 2003 US Open winner said in his Betway column. He was pretty clear about it not being the same injury that kept him out before, so hopefully this is a minor setback. I think the Australian Open was always more of a hurdle in the way of getting to the French Open, which is probably the one that he hopes and thinks he can still do some damage at. I'll be curious to see if he adds any hardcourt events along the way, or just circles that beginning of April and Monte Carlo as the lift-off point. For the first time since 2004, Nadal missed the entirety of the French Open in 2023, as Novak Djokovic claimed his 3rd Grand Slam title on the Parisian clay, as the former world #1 recovers from a minor setback. Eurosport's Laura Robson says the tennis legend could be back on the court as early as the Doha Open in February, which answers Roddick's query. Being boots on the ground, I've been chatting away to some Spanish coaches over the last 48 hours, said Robson. The last I heard, the plan was for Nadal to restart in Doha, which is actually just around the corner. Whether he actually plays Doha, we'll see, but the fact that he's even hopeful to be out there that quickly after withdrawing from the Aussie Open is really great news.